Thank you, Adam. And to start off, we are going to try something a little bit new. So I'm going to go over the results here really quick in just a few minutes, and then we are going to dive into about 4 or 5 topics after that. So here we go. And this first one's random, but 70% did watch the Super Bowl. It's kind of relevant because we asked this question while the Super Bowl was going on. Next up, we have a few stats that tell us that most home gyms come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. In addition, they're also not necessarily the ideal space. So for example, about 2 and 3 are dealing with about 200 square feet or less. It's also pretty normal for someone to have a ceiling height that isn't too big of an issue. Over 60% have a ceiling height of around 8 or 9 feet, and then there's a smaller amount that have something like 7 feet. Then it's likely that you're not utilizing a full room for a home gym. We get this based off the number of walls that are being used. The majority are also not filling their walls with banners or flags. Only about 27% have 3 or more, and then over 40% actually have 0. This next one's relevant to our guest analyst, Mark. Nearly 3 and 4 have not heard of plate snacks, which Mark probably thinks is good considering he seems to be just getting started. We also have some plates data. For most, bumper plates are the choice over iron for the typical home gym owner. Next up, we'll talk about storage. 54% are not satisfied with their current storage situation. We have some used versus new equipment data. So only about 1 in 3 have not added anything used to their space, but only 11% have added more than 66% used. So most home gym owners have a good mix of new and used equipment, but for the most part, it's likely that they're filling their home gyms with mostly new equipment as opposed to getting it off the used marketplace. One thing that we've noticed with these surveys is that a lot of people are really just adding to their home gym one step at a time. This next question kind of goes along with that. 60% think they will add to their home gym in the next 90 days. We also asked about benches. So 82% think that an adjustable bench covers their home gym needs, while just 30% think a flat bench does. So this is one of those things that people talk about. If you are a power lifter, you may not necessarily have a need for an adjustable bench a lot of the times. That's just an example of something I see. But for the most part, the average person wants an adjustable bench, and they don't really care that it may not be perfect as a flat bench. And then lastly, when looking at large attachments for power racks, the lat/low row attachment is likely the most popular when you're looking at some of the more premium or larger options to add to your power rack. So we're going to actually dive into that last question, the space questions, bumper versus iron plates, and then also the bench question.